Hello everyone, hello and welcome back, finally, to Let's Play Dark Chronicle. I am the Black Shadow and, well, as you might have guessed here folks, we are actually back at the Palm Brinks station for today's video. Why? Because, finally, there is a fishing contest going on. You can see how long it has taken me to get this here. It has taken forever for me to finally get this to actually start, folks. I can't believe how long it actually has taken, but never mind, we're here. And as I had said in the last video when I recorded that many days ago, I said that we will be going through the fishing contest, folks. Amongst other things, I've been playing around a little bit with Monster Transformation. We've also got the rest of the game to sort of play as well, folks, as well as a couple of other bits and pieces, but I will get to those soon enough, folks. First of all, fishing contest time. Now, the fishing contest, much like the Finny Frenzy, which we will be doing later on, both of them, as you may have seen, take place in the town square in front of the city hall. Now, the actual timing you see, folks, is actually the contest itself has technically started. Or actually, it does start. The contest will start whenever the hell it wants to do, as infrequently as it dare tries. And the contest, both contests will last a period of 3 in-game days, or 72 minutes. Yeah, you do that. I think it's about an hour and a minute, something like that. But anyways, go to the towards the city hall. You see the fishing contest, and you can't actually walk there, folks. It actually makes you walk there, so that it doesn't have to worry about loading costs and whatever other ridiculous things it's got. But fishing contest, folks. Say hello to the. Oh wow, I'm getting loads of things. Oh cool, I like that. Say hello to the fishing contest, folks. It's intriguing little place. I don't think there's anything around the edges here, is there? No, don't think so. Can I? No, okay. I'm just taking photos of random things at the moment. You'd be surprised what I have picked up. Anyways, let's actually head inside, folks. So yeah. So the contest actually lasts for a total of 3 days. Once the time actually starts, there's a couple of variants to this, folks, but you get the general idea. But anyways, welcome to the actual fishing contest grounds. The scale there we take a picture of. I did live the fishing contest. This time I got myself a Whopper. Well, good for you, son. Aren't you a clever jack? We were supposed to have a date today, but he ended up bringing me here. And I don't even like fishing. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. You worthless scum. Yeah, as you see it going around, lots of prize catches. I'm also going to take a picture of that because I can. Bits and pieces. Oh, hello there. You should see the Nokia core. It's like so huge. And you're like so stupid. Let's go and have a chat with the central owl here, folks. Fishing contest now on. Did you bring a fish? The answer, no. And you can listen to the explanation. But to be honest, much more useful thing to actually do is actually, for once, have a listen to the in-game fishing help thing. Tutorial, whatever you want to call it.
Hey Max, it's Need here. How you doing? I've decided to hold a fishing contest from time to time in Palm Brinks. During a fishing contest, if you catch a big fish, bring it to the weighing tent, which you'll find in the Palm Brinks town square. But bear in mind that fish you've been feeding and keeping as pets don't count.
Yeah, no cheating, folks.
While we're weighing fish for the contest, the message Fishing Contest will appear on the main menu screen. You can weigh up to 10 fish in each contest and you'll get points for the best 3. If you win, you'll be honored with a prize. If you weigh in 3 or more fish and go to the race master after the race and select Total Up, your top 3 fish will be totaled and the race results displayed.
Yeah, that's done anyways
there
once
are
you
loads
give
of
it 10
great
fish
prizes
anyway.
to be won, so go forward and
there are
catch
some
a
big
whopper.
prizes, to be fair. Very, very big prizes on offer. If you can land the big prize, of course. So let's have a little chat with our guy here. So he does have a little bit extra information. Go to listen to the explanation. In each contest, you can win up to 10 fish. If you weigh 3 or more, you get to total up. So you can give in 10 fish. Your top 3 are what actually count. If you enter the contest with fish you've already weighed and select total up, your final score will be the combined weight of your best 3 fish. Wow. Oh, right, yeah, if basically, because what you can do, folks, is, technically speaking, there's kind of, I haven't actually tested this. I must admit, I have only ever done one fishing contest. A long time ago. I did play around this a little bit before I started this video, mind you. But I'm pretty sure there's nothing technically sort of stopping you from, I assume, from entering fish that you've actually fished from the wild. You know, like from outside Palm Brinks. You can only enter a fish from the wild. Yeah, basically, no fish weighed that have been feeding in the tank. Tank fish, not allowed. But as far as I'm aware, I mean, I don't see... I believe... I imagine maybe you can actually grab hold of fish from elsewhere in the world. But to be honest, there's not really much point. So, we have got to go and get hold of 10 fish. Now, where do you suppose is going to be a good place to go? That, of course, folks. We are heading to the Palm Brinks Lake. Now, winning this contest is not easy. To be brutally honest, folks. You need a pretty decent rod to stand a chance, and obviously the odd slice of luck. This is fishing after all. If we have a look at the here's the inventory as well. Since there's been several videos since I have actually several hours since you've last seen anything, folks. So this is just how things look at the moment. I've only got the one gift capsule. I have actually got another couple monster badges, but I will show you that later on. That's not important. Ooh, look, those coins. But the actual important thing we've got here today is this one, folks. Here is the fishing rod. This is how it stands at the moment. It's not had all that much time put into it. I suppose a little bit. I have gotten hold of a few fishing medals whilst off screen. I have done a bit of fishing in preparation for this, folks. I knew I needed something better. But no, it's not impossible to win this. But considering this is the first one we've ever attempted, I mean, to win it first time round would be a pretty decent effort, folks. To be honest, hell, if we can make podiums, I'm gonna take that for a first attempt. You know, considering I've not done all that much fishing. As I say, I've done a bit. But nothing really substantial before this. I've not like sat down for hours just fishing and getting and upgrading the rod. I haven't done that because I just couldn't bring myself to it, unfortunately. We tried. But anyways, so we need to go to the fishing lake here. And we're basically... we have got a bit of a long haul on us, folks. Like I say, we can fish as many fish as we actually want, but we're only allowed to weigh in 10, and only 3 of those are allowed to actually count towards anything, folks. So it's basically a case of fishing what you get, and sort of you do have to pick and choose a bit out of what you've got, what you think is going to be a decent fish to get hold of, folks. Some are heavier than others. From my little bit of testing, tartans are actually the ones with the shells. Actually, you know, they're not the most common, but they're actually not bad. I imagine the shell means they've got a bit of weight to them. But from what I was playing around with, I mean, I was having fish of those being smaller than others, and they were still weighing at the same, occasionally a little bit more, basically, folks. But right, so what we're going to do is... yes, folks, I'm not going to do all of this. Don't worry. I'm not going to sit here and bore you to death. Potentially bore you to death. By doing a whole ream of fishing. I'm only going to do a little bit here. But yeah, folks. So, like I say, we've got about 50 minutes worth that I can do here. Oh. We've got a first action. Right, first one, and as you can see, it's not going up particularly fast, really, folks. I'm going to be honest, for you to win this contest, ordinary fish aren't going to do. I mean, that's an okay starter, but that's not going to win you a tournament. Sorry, folks, it just isn't. To get on the podium, you're going to need 3 pretty decent fish. For you to win this contest, you are going to need 3 absolute rippers. It's just a case of just doing it and just hoping you get lucky, folks. You know, if you do find you end up with a massive fish on the end of the line, for goodness sakes, don't lose it. Please don't lose it. I mean, it is a please don't do that. It would be highly embarrassing. Because that fish could well have been the one to get you, you know, from 4th to 3rd to 3rd to 2nd, etc. But unfortunately, you've got a lot of fishing to do, folks. So all I can advise before you actually attempt this is make sure that you're prepared for a bit of a sit. I mean, if you get here early, you know, you could be doing this for the best part of an hour, or at least an hour if you really want to. If you want to keep fishing so you can get the 3 that you really want. Be sure to have sort of like 5 or 6 as well if you're unsure, because oh, what do we got here? Because you can't really tell a fish's weight exactly. Being like this is no good. This ain't gonna do anything for us. You know, that's just you know, that's not gonna win us anything, folks. We need better than that. But try different lures, try different things. Sometimes you'll get pretty good hits, but you got to be prepared for this to take a little while. It's as simple as that, folks. This is going to take time. And all I can advise is to be prepared for that. I mean, you know, whether you want to have sort of some good music in the background, you know, something you enjoy, you know, cook up some dinner or something to have while you're doing this, or you know, as I have chosen today, I have went while I was Aldi's. Shouldn't have fished there. While I was at the local supermarket. There we go. It's a bit better. I did make sure I went and got a bag or 2 of freshly, I assume freshly enough, created wine gums. Very nice things. And, there we go. There's something a bit more substantial. You do tend to find as well, folks, is just by actually this point, you tend to get half an idea for what the fish is. Especially from this lake. I mean, if you're sort of this arrow thing, if you find it's making quite a significant impact, it's probably something like a gummy or a nonky. But if you're doing that and finding it's not really making any difference, it could be like a baku or something along those sort of lines, you know, which are much more resilient to being pulled around. But this got some decent weight. No, that's not too bad actually. 56 centimeters. You know, that's all right. You know, that's a good backup fish, really. But to win this contest, you are looking significantly more. You are looking for some really massive fish to realistically win this, folks. But we will do what we can. Do remember as well, do keep upgrading your fishing rod as you're doing this, folks, as well. Don't forget that. And I am now going to go away through the long haul, and I am going to keep fishing. Make sure you leave yourself enough time to actually return to the tent, mind you. So don't leave it forever. I tend to go back sort of by the time it sort of hits evening, or sort of starts hitting the evening of the final day. It's probably about as far as you want to go. Any later, and you're going to start risking not actually making it to the tent, and then you're going to look like a bit of a fool. So don't do that, folks. And I am going to go and fish away. And so I will catch you guys in a fair while. Oh dear, I'm glad I've got my wine gums. What we got here? Ooh, Paul. That's right, that. Yeah, that's right. Okay, folks, I will see you in a little bit. Oh shit, I need a bait, don't I? Damn. Well, folks, that's all the fishing done. As you can see here, we have gotten just a few hours left, folks, and we have got hold of the fish that I am going to weigh. Ooh, there's a couple actually there I don't actually want to do. Ooh, dear. going wrong now. Come on, new fish. I've never actually seen this one before. Piccoli. I've never seen this one before, ever. A brand new one to me, but never mind. That one in... I think that one. And that's the 10 that we're going to weigh there. We got quite a lot of fish. I'll be honest, I was getting a little bit worried. To start off with, folks, we weren't getting all that much for quite a while, but about halfway in, business did start to pick up, folks, which is really good. And we've actually have caught a couple half-decent fish, so we might be within a shout of making some distance here. We really might, folks, but we'll see how we can go. Let us enter the fishing ground, the fishing contest grounds, the fishing grounds contest, you silly man. Alright then, so to weigh in your fish, simply proceed to this guy, Race Master. Did you bring a fish? We did indeed. So you can weigh your fish. Remember, you can weigh up to 10. Let's see some of the more interesting ones. Let's see this Piccoli guy, who I have never ever seen before. It wasn't a particularly big one. It's about 40 odd centimeters, I think. Not particularly heavy. Yeah, Piccoli's not a lot of weight. That's not going to get you anywhere. Yeah, that unfortunately 700 odd grams. That's not going to do any good for you, folks. So they might as well not bother. But hey, that was it was new. I've never seen that fish before, but it looks like a leaf. I think it probably is a leaf, so never mind. Let's look at a couple more we got here. There's gummies. We've seen these guys before. Again, didn't catch any particularly big ones of those, but hey, they pack a bit more weight. 1, 2, 4, 6. Again, you know, it's not gonna do you too much good, to be honest. But you know, never mind. But let's start getting into some more of the more decent fish that we picked up, folks. The Bakus were pretty. We got quite a lot of those actually. Tartan. Now here's an interesting one, folks. It wasn't the biggest tartan we caught that I could have caught in the world, about 50 centimeters. But even 50 centimeters, you know, 3.5 kilos. That is a decent weight. You know, that's not a massive fish as well, folks, to be honest. We've caught much larger than that, so pretty darn good. I'm just going to move these 3 up here, folks, because those are the big 3 that we ended up catching. But I want to see what else we've got here. I'm only going to do a couple more of these other Bakus, because I know the 3 we've got are probably... Well, we ain't got that many. Let's see what else we've got here. A decent size. I think it's about 50, 60 centimeters. You do find, I think, generally speaking, as far as the springs, the Palm Brinks Lake, I think generally some of the larger size fish are the Bakus. You can see if you view your weigh list here, so you can see the tartan there, 3449. That's good. That's pretty nice. That will give you some distance. That's kind of what you're looking for, really. I'll do another one. I got quite a lot of Bakus that were sort of similar-ish, you know, sort of about 50 to 60 centimeters. Got quite a few of those. Got 1 or 2 a little bit more. See there, 60 centimeters. You see, 2919. That's not bad. I know he says it was really good, but hey, it's alright. But let's do the big 3. The real big 3 that I actually got hold of, folks. We're going to start with the Nonki. One of the only few Nonkis I've picked up, except this was a pretty decent sized fish. You just see it hanging there. There's weight there is very big. Nigh on 4 kilos, 75 centimeters. That was a decent catch. I got that not too long before actually leaving, folks, to be honest. That was one of the later fish I got hold of. Probably our second biggest as well is probably going to be this one here. Again, pretty decent size. That is that's a mean old fish. Only 3 kilos. That's quite a surprise, actually. Very surprised. I thought there'd be a little bit more than that, folks. Truth be told, yes, Bakus are sort of lighter fish for their actual how long they are, but showpiece of the lot has to be this one here. If this is the one I think it is, yeah, this is a massive fish, this. I'm wondering how on earth Max able to hold. This is a massive fish. 4.2 kilo. 92 centimeters. That is a absolute giant of a fish. That is the biggest fish I have actually ever caught. I'm pretty darn sure of that. I think that's the biggest I've ever caught in my life. Really pleased with that, folks. So if we have a look at our weigh list, see top 3 there we've got is the 92 centimeter Baku at the bottom there, the 75.7 Nonki number 6, and yeah, see folks, surprisingly tartan only 54, a lot smaller than some of the other fish, but coming in at the third heaviest. I'm not going to weigh the other 2 Bakus. They're like 50-60 centimeters, I know that, so they're not going to be, I don't think that they're not going to be challenging any at all, folks. So don't throw away a tartan. You get 40-50, keep hold of them. They're pretty good, but 92 centimeter Baku, that's nasty. I think that's pretty good, folks. So what we are going to do is we are going to total up, because we're not going to get any more than that. And let's see how we go, folks. It is the moment of truth. If I make podium, I'll be happy with that. There we go. Oh, we made 3rd place. Pow! 15! What on earth? What was he fishing with? Jeepers! Wow! Well, 3rd place though, folks. That's not bad. You know, that's 11.5 kilos, folks. And you see that the types of fish that was getting there, but you see, you need to be coming in at 5 kilos of fish to be winning these contests. That is a hideous amount of weight, folks. You need some serious monsters to win this contest, folks. You really do. But I'll take that 3rd place. That's not bad. That's not a bad effort, folks. I can work with that. I think that's pretty good for a first attempt. We will be returning to this, and also coming back for the Finny Frenzy when it does become available, folks. But of course, it actually has to turn up. But you know, we got well, these fish. I'll keep hold of these. You can cook them and eat and restore health that way. But we got a couple of holy stones for our trouble, which is all right. I can live with that. I think that's I think we've done all right there, folks. To be honest. Or holy crystals, or whatever the hell we got. I don't know what it was, but yeah, 3rd place. That's pretty good, folks. I think that's pretty good. Right then, so before we actually do proceed onwards, folks, back onto the trade, a couple other things that I have been doing as well off screen, because I have done loads of time basically to do stuff, so I have been. Is the weapons have been getting built up a little bit here. This is how they all stand, just so you know. Actually, that's a lie. I haven't actually been building up weapons. Actually, no, because remember, folks, we said I wasn't going to do that. All the experience goes towards goes towards the monster transformations, which I'll get to in 2 secs. One that has ended up getting actually not too bad though, and it was slightly accidental, was the Claymore, folks. It can now officially be built up to the next weapon, the Crosshinder. Except, as you can see, we need to defeat the Blumo first, which means we can't actually advance it, folks. Look at that. 100 attack, 115 smash, 90 exorcism. That is a heinous weapon already, and you haven't upgraded it yet. I mean, that sword is better than it should be. My goodness, that's a heinous weapon. The Crosshinder is a fine weapon to have, folks, so that's really good. One thing I do need to do, though, folks, is I do need to go and visit somewhere where I can get hold of some scrap metal. Because we need to build the extra parts for Steve. Now, does anyone here sell scrap metal? I don't actually remember. I'm hoping that Morton does, but I don't actually remember. Let's see, Knight descending. I don't know if Morton sells scrap metals, but I hope he does. Oh, he does. Oh, yes. Thank you. As you can see, folks, as well, I now have an absurd amount of Gilder. I don't know what to do with it. I really don't know what to do with half of this. It is just silly. It really is, folks. It really is. What else can we get? Oh, yeah, we can get the bombs as well. Got more steel-breaking scrolls, but again, there's no need to, really. You shouldn't have to, so... Right, so what we are going to do is, well, we've got a variety of choices we can build here. We got lots of stuff, so the multi-feet's quite cool. I'm actually going to pick 2, because it's quite useful to have. The problem is with like something like the buggy or the propeller leg is it's quite hard to control, because you're sort of sliding around a bit. At least with some of the multi-feet, you've got proper control on it. You know, you don't have to worry about sliding around much. So we're going to build both. So I'm going to get the multi-feet. For Steve, and I'm also going to get hold of the propeller leg. Oh, I've always wanted to get hold of this. So if we now go to here, yeah, I'm going to need to, oh, who's called? Oh, goodness me, I know what that's about. Hold on, 2 seconds, folks. Sorry about that, folks. I'm expecting someone to drop off a laptop to me in 2 seconds, so I'm going to have to try and do this part really quickly. But yeah, so if we go to the ride body, it says he's still got his skater legs. Ooh. So we can give him the multi-feet, which look really freaking cool, and also the propeller legs, which are cool as well, folks. So I'm going to vary between these 2. Depending on what we're trying to do and what might prove more suitable, to be honest. The propeller will probably travel a lot faster, but, you know, if I'm trying to fight like a boss, I might prefer the multi-feet. So we'll have to see how we go. But that can be got rid of now, so that's fine. The only other thing I do want to do, though, with Steve, is I do want to give him a new body. Oh, what? Really? You're gonna do this to me? I shall see your call, sir, and I shall raise you by making our way to the train. Let's go to the Venetia station, because it's gonna be easiest. We need rolling logs, and we need a gold bar? You need a gold bar for the thing? Okay, I guess. Oh. Sorry. Okay, let's go get our stuff then. If this game is going to be like that, then so be it. We'll go to Conda because I've got so much freaking money. It's a joke. Buy a load of rolling logs because I can. I mean, I've got so much. I can just get what I want when I want. As far as Giorama is concerned, it is absurd. And a gold bar. Yep, we can get one of those. Thank you for that. Come on, silver. Come on, those are actually quite useful. They're quite handy, those actually. And those are pretty good for, like, watery stuff. Okay, lovely. So I've managed to spend already 10 grand in this video, which is pretty good going. So, let us return and make our samurai body. Lovely. It looks cool. It just looks cool. I'm hoping this is going to be equipable, please. Yes, it is. Lovely. It's only a slight increase in defense, folks, but it just looks cool. I mean, look at that, the crescent-y thing. That's quite awesome. So what we're looking for, basically, is that, give him the samurai arms, Oh, yes, that's what we're talking about. Was that better? Oh, look at that. That's what we're talking about, folks. That is a beast. That is a beast right there. That's what we like. Oh, lovely. Right, so, with Steve suitably upgraded, with ourselves suitably upgraded and exhausted from doing lots and lots of fishing, there's not really anything else for us to do. In particular, I'm trying to make sure there's nothing else I've forgotten. Oh, yes, one last thing I have forgotten. One last thing I have forgotten, folks. Yes, monster transformation. Whilst being doing stuff off screen, I have been still upgrading the rat, and I got it to level 26. Now, very special thing happens, but if you get to a monster transform to 26, 51, and 76, is you have the option to upgrade the monster and develop it. If you go to change class. Much like if you're like upgrading a weapon, same sort of thing. You can choose a path for them, which makes a difference, I guess. So you can go with a beach rat, which is obviously similar to sewer rat, or you can go for something completely different, which I am going to do with the ram. So if we now upgrade this, we will now transform a monster into a ram, which is quite cool. You can now transform into ram. But every time you actually you upgrade a badge, you get a monster drop, folks. So that's our ram now. You can still change back to your previous type of enemy if you want, but yeah. But for every time you do transform, I say you get hold of a monster drop, which should be here, folks. Spectralize and synthesize with weapon to boost power. And basically the idea of these, folks, is that you'll get a drop which you can use for spectrumizing onto weapons, which is really good. What the actual stats are do get affected somewhat by what you're transforming into. Later transformations will obviously give you more, but different badges will tend to specialize in different things. You know, obviously, like with the badge you've got, it will have more beast than anything else, that kind of thing, which is quite useful. And if we do spectrumize it, i.e., is it just 1 point to? Oh, it's 2 points to attach to weapon. At least this one is. So that's really cool. We can play around with that. That's nice. I'm just going to do this quickly because I kind of need to. Oh man, I'm running out of space for everything. This is getting a nightmare. I'm trying to keep everything as ordered as I physically can, but it is proving more and more difficult as the days go by. And you can see we are also running out of space quite badly. Oh, but I have got a couple of spare actual items here which I can sell those. That's good. Anything else I can get rid of? I don't know. Right, okay then. Let's sell the what we don't need. To get that much needed gilder, folks. Much needed. As you can tell, we are completely strapped for cash after that spending spree. Ooh, who am I kidding? I mean, come on. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that. Don't need that. We could sell those. To be honest, I might as well keep them because they're good for just cooking and eating to restore health. And I think that's pretty good. I think we are good to go, folks. We are good to take our leave of the Venetian coast. As fun as it has been, actually, to be honest. I've enjoyed it. It's been nice here, but unfortunately, we've got a world to save, folks. And that means we must take our leave. We must head forward to the nearby mountains to restore the apparent gun workshop that is used in the future as the base for the rebel forces against Griffin. So we have got a job ahead of us.
Alrighty then, here we go. Mount Gundor, here
That's
we
the name of
go.
the place. Yes, I couldn't remember. Ta-ta for now. Benicio Coast. Heim Rada, here we come. Whoa, bloody hell! Look at this place!
Chapter 5. Conflict of the Past and Future.
I say that ain't snow. I ain't talking Final Fantasy 13 here. Unfortunately, this is one of the locations where, in the beginning little cutscene that I cut out at the beginning of the game, this is one of the locations that gets revealed about quite a lot, I think. So I kind of.
What's this?
One of the reasons I got rid of it.
It's raining embers. Something is definitely up.
I love that.
The village of Heim Rada should be here at the foot of Mount Gundor.
Yeah.
But I guess it got wiped out too.
Yeah, look at it, for goodness sakes.
Let's get going then, Monica.
If it's raining fire and death...
Be careful out there, you two.
There's nothing much we can do this time, so we'll just take it easy on the train, okay, guys?
Really? You lazy...
If you need any help with anything, just let us know.
Borneo and Eric can now be placed in the diorama, folks. Yes, unfortunately, they're not interested in helping clear any more train tracks. They've realised that game's got a bit old, so they're now going to sit around in the train, and now can also be placed in dioramas, which is nice. But welcome, folks, to the foot of Mount Gundor, though. Look at the sky. That is not how this place is supposed to be. I'm gonna repair the robot because it's been desperately in it. Does it need upgrading? I don't even know how much experience you've got on this. A lot more than I realised. Oh my goodness. Right. Right. Let's upgrade the core. The super core. Hypercore's next up, but we ain't gonna get that yet. I'll get the shield kit though. Nothing here needed necessarily. No, we're right. So we'll increase that. This is so. Let's have a look at that. So capacity of 200, folks. That is nice. We won't really need to be worrying about upgrading that core anytime soon. That is gonna be a real beast in battle. Is Steve really nice? Right, okay. Oh, by the way, folks, I haven't told you actually. I've been having a deal with me on tagging along recently. Yeah, she's been just repairing my weapons for me, sort of free, because I haven't been able to get. Because unfortunately, when you have to change locations, you can't actually get Cedric into your party until you do. So there's no free way of upgrading your weapons unless you either use your weapon powders, or you can put a Dale on to just to repair unequipped weapons. So that's alright. Let's go inside, folks, quickly though, because well, actually no. Do I? Well, I don't know. Do I? Yeah. Oh yeah. There's Borneo. So he's now going to sit around here. Eric is he in here as well? Eric's somewhere. I don't know. He's further along, but I'm not too worried. I am actually considering bringing Cedric with me. In fact, I am going to bring Cedric with me. Yes, I am going to bring Cedric with me. Because Max's wrenches really do need a bit of a boost. So that'll be handy. So that'll be cool. Yeah, lovely. And also he can repair some stuff for us as well while he's going on. So that'll be cool. That's about time I brought Cedric along. What's blocking us this time? Well, yeah. Good luck moving that one, guys. Never mind. But, well, I suppose we might as well see how things are going to cook up. So I'll save the game. Yeah, you can see. We've spent a fair while, folks. A fair while I have spent off screen. You might be pushing 60 hours. Ooh, 58, 55. Not far off. Well, let's see if we can't find the village of Heim Rada. But by the looks of things, yeah, not too good, does it?
Look there!
not again.
Is it him? What's he up to this time?
You don't want to know.
Gaspard must be hopping mad that we've been restoring all the origin points.
Hopping mad?
And there's no way we're gonna let him stop us, right?
I wonder if Gaspard's causing these falling embers too.
No doubt about it.
Don't know how he's managing that.
Oh, there's no way we can start bringing back wood and straw buildings now.
Oh no.
He's trying to stop us from building so we can't revive any more origin points.
It's a good idea, folks.
That monster!
That monster! How dare he!
Let's hurry,
Oh, Monica, you're so cute when you make me sometimes.
Yeah!
Other times you're just batshit crazy. Oh, God. Yes, folks. This is, well, we will be trying to attempt to be rebuilding Heim Rada, but as you can see, the place, well, it just don't exist really, folks. If we have a look at what we've got here for our diorama, there is plenty to be done. One of the issues you might come across here, folks, a little bit is you do need a fair few culture points for some of the objectives, which isn't really ideal. But we've kind of worked out a little bit how to deal with that from the last time. There's Paznos there, which is the final one. That is, of course, what we're here to do. Restore Paznos so that the people in the future can fight Griffin. However, folks, as had been mentioned, you currently cannot build anything wooden. It doesn't work. Allow me to demonstrate. If we go build, say, this wooden house, for example, and let's say, oh, well, you know what we'll do? We're going to place it. Not there, not on top of one of the geezers, mind you. We can place it there. You know, that's alright. It's still there. You know, we can go in, we can go out. We can move people in if we want. We can move people in. That's all well and good. However, as the game has alluded to, you cannot place wooden things down. And what will happen is if you leave the area and then return, and then I'm already down here, really. So leave the area, having built anything wooden or straw, and then if you then return, you can see what's left of it, folks. Completely and utterly destroyed. That is of absolutely no use to you folks at all. But do take a picture of it, folks. Cinders, because that's unique. You can't get that any other way, folks. But yeah, that is not going to do you any good, folks. Completely wasted and destroyed. And yeah, you can't even place it or do anything. It's just a complete waste of material. So don't bother doing anything wooden type until we can find a way to try and clear up these embers, folks, which is going to prove interesting. Right, well, there's nothing here we can do at the moment. So what we are going to do is I'm actually going to proceed onwards for a little bit, folks. Partially because I had run into a couple of issues of other LP hogs. I've been obviously saying me and King Shigure were doing something together, and we have actually been, well, we've actually met up. However, technical issues that no one foreseen has prevented us from recording at the moment. Basically, we've been having problems with sort of like with the speaker setup that we've been using on the previous PC. So we thought, oh, we'll be really clever. We'll put in a second sound card into the PC so we can put like a speaker in each, or a microphone in each of the slots. Except that there's actually a delay between the two audios, and that's going to be really messy to try and clear up, folks. So we know what we're going to do and how we're going to combat it, i.e. just, well, we know what we're going to do, but we can't do it immediately. For that reason, I'm going to do a little bit of Mount Gundam. Not much, folks, because this place is absolutely massive. It's a lot bigger than it looks, folks, because it just goes around in a circle. But this is quite a large place. Is Mount Gundor, folks? Be afraid. Be very afraid. Right then, let us begin to move on. There's lots of sphere to do here in Mount Gundor, mind you. The music's quite cool, though. Two who honour their mothers. Oh yeah. Welcome to Mount Gundor. And yes, folks, to kick things off, one of the major enemies is actually Griffin's army, believe it or not, folks. It's not quite the same guys that we took on at the... Ow! Whoa, what the hell just happened to me? I got put on stop? What the hell? What's shooting at me? Oh, these little things. Oh, they're annoying. But yeah. Oh, whoa, goodness me. Bloody hell. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now. Uh-oh. Block! Oh, man, that was, this is not a good start. Horrendous start. Oh, we got rid of one. Bastards! Damn, Griffin's army came packing for a fight. Exactly what we're gonna get. Come on, you. I'll take you all on. How many are there in here? Like, what is... Bloody hell, look at the red dots, they're everywhere. Good lord. Magma Rock, that's our new key thing. Goodness gracious me. How many red dots? We only just started and just got ourselves into a war. Bloody Nora. Well, either way, there's our geostone for us. This is just a war here. Here's a cool looking chest, folks, mind you. Our map, which clearly has got to be titchy. Well, it ain't that big, actually. I can't believe so many enemies just got crammed into one go, folks. So that's our gate up there, which is fine. So we get to go around a bit of a loop there. Simple-ish. And we've also got the healing point as well down the bottom, which I get to shot, which is alright. Oh, these guys are all just blocking now, being really annoying. Really annoying. Goodness sakes. Ugh. Well. Is it me, or has business picked up as of late? I think business has picked up as of late. Goodness gracious me. Guys came for a fight. Oh, at least the poison is through his own guard. Which is quite useful. At least the poison got through the guard. Right. We'll upgrade that. And see, upgrades are all and good for the sword, but we can't do anything with it because we need to find a blue one to kill it. No, don't you do that now, Stick Joe. No. Did you not hear me? Did you not listen? Whoa. No, wait. No. Bad Griffin Soldier. Bad. Why don't you die? Goodness me. Those guys actually drop cheeses, interestingly enough. Bread is kind of a bit of the thing of the past now. It's kind of at this stage not really common drop because you should be having more health now than all that sort of thing. Are we going to get a clear area, or not even a clear, just a clearish area? There's red dots everywhere. We must have taken on about a dozen guys in that room. Not even room, it's just I don't know what you call it, but just millions of them. That was hideous. Come on down. That's it. Pick on someone you. Ow. Not pick on someone your own side. Just get down here. Well, Miss Raybrand is being kept in pretty busy here. What is that guy? What is he holding? It's like I don't even know. Some kind of high-tech nonsense. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, what a dodge! Oh yes, how about that? Super action by a super gal. But is it me, or have Griffin's army really picked up their game here? They have got sick of being just messed about the past several videos, past several areas. They're thinking, no, this is going to stop now. They've had enough. They've said, if you want a war, you're going to get one. Goodness gracious. Doesn't quite feel like Spore was a war, but it will do. Crystals of all sorts here. Ah, that's what we're looking for. Yeah, there's barely any enemies because we've kind of killed everything in the first area. That's why there's no enemies now. We've destroyed it all. Goodness gracious. Honestly, folks, it is a bit abnormal to get that amount of enemies in. That is extraordinary. Very unusual. Right, so what's our healing points? I can't use it because I'm going for the clear without healing medal. Oh, here we are. It's like it's this like the kind of springs here, which is kind of cool. I think it looks quite pretty actually. Now in dew. Right, well we'll swing around. It just feels so peaceful now compared to how we started. That was mayhem. Utter mayhem. Good lord. Well, everything's calmed down now a little bit, so oh wow, a crystal brassard. Oh, that is really good. Remind me, well, I know you guys can't remind me, but remind me, folks, in between videos, go back to the train, see what people are selling now. It's chapter 5. There's bound to be some really nice stuff. Well, I'm not sure. Oh, it was good. Oh, no. Has that better not have cost me clear all healing? I'm going to be mighty upset if that has cost me the clear without healing task. What is wrong? Sit down. I need to use the brassard. What I really need to... I need to try and get it up a little bit. It's not quite falling behind, but it's starting to risk it. There we go. Bow down before your lord.
Looks like we got them all.
Goodness me. Right, well that was a war. I say, start as you mean to go on. That was a war. Oh lord. Right, folks. Well, that was well, I suppose if you want something to give you an idea of how nasty it's going to be, that could well be it. But never mind. So, theatre on this place, folks, is it's not too bad actually, Mount Gundor, folks. I think it's alright. I'm just lining up here, just seeing whereabouts I kind of need to be dropping this. As you can see, everything's pretty flat, which is quite useful. There are little gaps down the sides, though. Basically, you've just got to keep them in bounds. Unless you hit it off a wall quite hard and quite high, odds are you're probably going to lose it. Which obviously is not good. Right, about there, okay. Just doing the math here, folks. Okay then, lovely. So, we know what we're after. Of course, there's absolutely no chance of trying to go up and over or anything like that. So you've got to do it. By the book. Ooh, that's a bit awkward. That chest better not get in the way. Ooh, that chest is going to be a bit nasty. You have to hit it a bit high. So again, unlike where we were earlier, you do actually need to start using spins, and you need to try and keep it central again because the paths are a bit rocky to say the least. So you know, you want to try and keep it central. Just don't give it a chance to just wobble off down the side because it looks horrible and it's very annoying, and of course it will cost you the shot as well. No progress. Anything's better than no progress, folks. So. Could be a little hard, that. Oh, that's... Oh, no, too much backspin in the end. Backspin, well, the backspin was alright, actually. Just a little under hit. That was a bit of a shame. That's okay, though. Right, so we know about where we need to drop it. Just in front of us, not too far. Just again, a little bit more backspin just to stop it dead. That'll do. Good contact. Oh, dodgy contact. Dodgy contact. Oh, I'm not sure we got a shot on now. I don't think I can see it. No, we can't. Right. Darn it. I'm going to have to... Ooh, this is a bit rotten. This is a little bit of a rotten shot, this, to play. Oh, that's a useful bounce. That is a useful bounce off the... Oh, man. It was a useful bounce off the off the chest, but that's awkward. Do I play it with a touch of slice? I think I do. Not too hard. But a touch of slice just to swing it round. Lovely. Lovely. Nice control. That's what we're talking about. Never want to try and really overhit it, folks. Just a touch of it, not too much. Just to help it round. Very nice. Superb. And our reward for Sphere here today is... Ooh, level up powder. That will be very useful later on in the game, folks. Very, very nice. Okay, then. Well, that is where I'm going to bring an end to this video. And if this first level is anything to go by, we are in for an almighty war here at Mount Gundor. Griffin's forces are here in force. And they are a bit sick of having been made fools of. They have come to fight. We are going to have to be prepared to meet them. So I'm going to thank you all guys all very much for watching, and I will see you next time. So until then, where's my stone? Oh, there's my stone. There we are. Ta-ta for now.